An alien dog with superpowers crash lands on Earth and becomes the best friend of a poor boy who gets humiliated by almost everyone at school. Together, they face wild new challenges, heartbreaks, and a whole lot of magic. Today we're recapping the 2008 movie CJ7, also known as The Magic Toy. Dicky is a very poor boy who attends one of the best private schools in the city. His father, T, works as a bricklayer on massive construction sites and spends every last penny he earns to keep Dicky in that school. Dicky's homeroom teacher, Miss Yuen, genuinely cares about him and is worried because the boy always shows up dirty and unkempt. She tries to speak with T, but Dicky tells her his dad is always too busy working and has no time. Dicky's mother died when he was very young, so he spends most of his days alone. When his teacher asks the class what they want to be when they grow up, Dicky says he just wants to be poor because his father told him that if he's honest, hardworking, and studious, people will respect him even if he has nothing. During class, Dicky politely picks up a pen that Mr. Tao accidentally dropped. Instead of thanking him, the teacher orders Dicky to put the pen back on the floor and uses a rag to pick it up himself, disgusted that Dicky touched it. At lunch, the rich kid Johnny shows off his fancy new robot dog toy called CJ1. While the other boys laugh at Maggie, a kind but unusually tall girl in their class, Dicky steps in and tells them to leave her alone. They ignore him and walk away. In gym class, Dicky is banned from participating because his old worn-out sneakers aren't proper. A few minutes later, Maggie sits beside him and admits she pretended to forget her own sneakers just so she could keep him company. Dicky admits all his shoes come from the trash, but he still dreams of a new pair so he can finally join the sports he loves. Meanwhile, at the construction site, T.I. looks weak and exhausted. His boss is about to fire him, but T begs to stay. He needs the money to buy a fan so his son can sleep at night in their sweltering home. The boss lets him continue after hearing how much T sacrifices for Dicky's education. That night, Ty pedals home with a second-hand fan tied to his bike. They live in a half-demolished abandoned building. When he turns the fan on, it doesn't work. Dicky suspects it came from the trash, but T insists he paid good money for it. Over a meager dinner of a partly rotten apple, Dicky asks for new sneakers. T promises he'll get them soon. Their favorite nightly ritual is smashing cockroaches together in their tiny home. The next morning, while watching TV through an electronics store window, they see a news report about a supposed UFO sighting. The photo looks suspiciously like the head of the man who claimed to have seen it. Dicky spots a CJ1 toy in the store and begs his father to buy it, promising he'll never ask for anything again. T has no money and tells him to put it back. When Dicky keeps pushing, T.I. slaps him in frustration. Dicky runs out crying. T chases after him and finds him with Miss Yuen, who wants to visit their home to discuss Dicky's education. T nervously says he's too busy with work. Later that night at the junkyard, T finds a decent pair of sneakers for Dicky. While searching for more, a flying saucer suddenly appears, drops something, and zooms away. T.I. brings home what he thinks is an even better toy than CJ1, but it's just a weird green jelly-like ball. Dicky still takes it to school the next day. Johnny immediately mocks him, saying Dicky's dad probably found the crap in the trash. When Johnny insults T, Dicky threatens to hit him. Johnny whistles, and his massive friend Dragon appears, grabs Dicky, and throws him across the yard. That night, T scolds Dicky for fighting and tearing his uniform. While Dicky explains what happened, he accidentally activates the green ball. Spikes pop out, a black hole opens, and Dicky panics. He throws it away, convinced he's cursed. Later, while hiding in the closet, the ball glows and shows Dicky a vision, a strange cabbage-headed creature using its antenna to repair something. The creature's energy stone is destroyed and it turns into a lifeless doll, but replacing the stone brings it back to life. When Dicky opens his eyes, the green ball has transformed into a cute little alien. He names it CJ7, and the two become instant best friends. That night they dance, and CJ7 uses his powers to turn a rotten apple fresh again. Dicky is convinced he's found a real magical dog. The next day at school, Dicky proudly carries CJ7 on his shoulder. He tests the alien by challenging the meanest dog in the neighborhood. CJ7 defeats it in seconds. Then, in the bathroom before a big test, CJ7 builds special glasses so Dicki can cheat. Tiny robot spies pop out and scan the other students' answers. Johnny spots them, chaos ensues, and the glasses eventually explode. For gym class, CJ7 upgrades Dicki's sneakers into super-powered shoes. Dicki smashes every record, jumping impossibly high, running so fast he destroys the treadmill, swimming like a torpedo, and kicking a soccer ball so hard it shatters the goalpost. Mr. Cao realizes something is wrong and tries to fight Dicki, only to lose. Dicki escapes by flying away on his magic shoes. He wakes up with apple in his mouth, realizing it was all a dream, but CJ7 is still real and tucked in his backpack. Later, Dicki challenges CJ7 to prove its powers again, but things go wrong. CJ7 ends up pooping a glowing super poop that Dicki stares at during the real test, hoping for answers. Nothing happens. Johnny mocks him and smashes the poop in Dicki's face. Furious, Dicki shoves CJ7's head in the toilet and throws the alien in the trash. Moments later, Dicki regrets it and runs after the garbage truck, but it's too late. When he gets home, he's in tears. T tells him a strange creature showed up waiting for him. It's CJ7. The little alien has already forgiven Dicki. T tries to fix the toy by smashing it, but CJ7 is indestructible. That night, CJ7 secretly repairs the broken fan with its antenna, then collapses from exhaustion. The next morning, Dicki shows T his perfect test score. At school, the bullies spot CJ7 and steal Dicki's backpack. A wild chase follows. Dragon tries to hurt Dicki, but Maggie steps in and single-handedly defeats the giant bully. Mr. Cao shows up and grounds everyone. Later, CJ7 performs cute tricks for the class until it suddenly breaks down. At work, T proudly shows his co-workers Dicki's 100% test, only for the boss to reveal the teacher caught the cheating and changed the grade back to 0. T confronts Dicki, takes CJ7 away, and says Dicki can only have the toy back after scoring above 60 on the next real test. While Dicki studies hard, T walks on a dangerous high-rise construction site. A terrible accident happens. T falls from the building and dies. At school, Dicki is overjoyed when he sees his genuine high score, but Miss Yuen takes him to the hospital. She gently breaks the news. His father didn't survive. Devastated, Dicki tells her to leave so he can sleep and wake up to find his dad alive. That night, CJ7 sneaks into the hospital, sees T's body, and tries desperately to heal him. The alien uses every ounce of its power. Wounds close, but it's not enough. CJ7 collapses in exhaustion. Dicki wakes up to find his father alive and hugging him, but CJ7 is now weak, barely walking, making strange noises. Suddenly, the alien's energy stone falls out and CJ7 turns back into a lifeless rag doll. T and Dicki try everything to recharge the toy, but nothing works. Dicki carries his little friend everywhere, hoping he'll wake up one day. During summer break, the class goes on a picnic. A flying saucer appears in the sky. CJ7's antenna starts flashing, and suddenly hundreds of creatures, just like him, come running toward them. Will Dicki finally be able to save his best friend now that CJ7's alien family has arrived? So, what did you think of this movie? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the recap, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more movie recaps. See you next time.